The Friday Football Frenzy, sponsored by Foundation Solutions.
And welcome into the first edition of Friday Football Frenzy. The long wait is over. We finally have meaningful football.
Absolutely. A ton of great matchups this week, including our game of the week. Two traditional powers who don't see each other much at all. AC Reynolds making the trip to Brevard to see Luke Coleman and his Blue Devils. Let's take you out to Brevard. Blue Devils hosting their season opener against ACR. People were still trying to grab a seat when this happened. Opening kickoff, Tristan Thompson-Wynn takes it from inside the Brevard 30 and goes where, Chris? To the Crabble. That feels good to say. It's going to be 7-0.
His last name should be Wind because that's what he runs like. That's free.
Rockets answer on their first possession as Avery Holyfield ties it up at 7s a pop with the trip to the painted area. We're still going to be in the first quarter, same score. Brevard's Ben Kessinger plays go ball, and I'll hit you in stride, and Thompson-Wynn answers that call, doesn't miss a beat. Blue Devils go for two and connect to make it 15-7 Brevard. Early moments of the second, Brevard continues to cook. This time it's Christian Connolly behind center and Tristan Thompson-Wynn. Have yourself a night, my friend. Makes the catch to put Brevard deep inside the Rocket territory. Connolly would take it himself later in that drive. That's 22-7 Blue Devils. 7 minutes to go into the half. Under a minute left until halftime. Brevard's Braylon Thompson squeezes in one more score before they head back to the locker room. It would make it 28-7. Blue Devils would add a field goal in the second half to win 31-7.
Ability to handle adversity. Some bad things happened in the first half, and they were able to handle them. You know, we return the kickoff, they go right back and score, and we were able to make adjustments and handle adversity, you know, with shank punts and those type of things. They go for a punt, and we still stop them.
Across the street from Little Pig's Barbecue, where I had my pre-frenzy meal, is Asheville High hosting East Rutherford. Week one, things to get out of the system, like turnovers. These are from both opening drives. Cougars cough it up, then the Cavs hand it right back over, so we settle. Still Q1. Sophomore quarterback Tay Williams on the other end of the rainbow. Full extendo. Jams skies, grabs it. Full extension there leads to Clement Davidson punching it in with a little pizzazz. 6-0 Asheville High. Q2, senior quarterback Landon Flynn, a dog. Missiles to Jalen Hinton. I had to catch up myself. It's going to be 7-0 or 7-0 road team. No. 7-6 road team. There we go. Marvin, I was there. Then Asheville starts responding. Freshman TK Davis scores, dances, gets a penalty for it. He'll learn. He's just a fish. East Rutherford would respond again, this just before halftime. Sophomore Davidson here, he's going to be a problem. Cribbo talking to him. It was 19-15 at halftime. It was a goodie in the second half. 40-36 Asheville wins.
Defending MAC champs Irwin over in Mills River to face West Henderson. Pick it up third quarter. Falcons up 13-7, forcing Irwin to punt. Little problem here. The ball is going to be caught, then the ball is dropped, and the Warriors are going to be the ones who pounce on it. They're in business deep in West territory. They're going to cash it in too. Caden Engel lofts it up. Tough catch for Noah Hoodum here, but he's going to reel it in after it bounces off a defender. Irwin takes the lead, 14-13. Before the end of the quarter, they strike again inside the 5. Davon Williams rumbles, stumbles, and tumbles into the end zone, 21-13. Same score early fourth quarter. Falcons in the shadow of their own goalpost, but still striking distance. Cade Young airs it out to Zach McMahon. He's off to the races. Failed two-point try would keep it at a 21-19 game, but super late. West comes back, 27-21 the victory. TC Robertson opening its season with Hunter Huss, the school, not one guy. Rams down 3-0 second quarter, but Karad Harris doesn't see any receivers, but he can do it all by himself. He don't need nobody else. Lil Jon approves of that play. 6-3 Robertson. The Huskies driving to take the lead, but bad snap hits the turf. It's going to be recovered by the Rams, and they march it down the field from the 13. Tremaine Durant gets the edge and then gets the score. 14-13 Rams there. They hold on for a 14-10 win.
Q3, 28-0 North in the lead over Inca when we get to it. North's Aiden Berry hands it off to Parker Willis. He has a big run and push out of bounds.
Man, he's going to keep on running. He's a heck of a running back.
Next play, Aiden Berry is going to hand off to Mason Logan. He has a big run for the Tutter to make it 35-0 with an extra point. North Henderson's going to take this one by a little bit of a landslide. That final's going to be
35-7. All right, some other scores from around the area in week one. North Buncombe Swain County, rather, taking one over Smoky Mountain 21-6. Robbinsville doubles up Tuscola 28-14 there at Big Oak Stadium. And Polk County hosting first-year coach Jim Sosby and the Chase Trojans ekes out a 2-point win, 34-32. Heck of a game there. Well, we're still dancing into week one. More Friday Football Frenzy on the other end of the break. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Pom-poms are part of the frenzy, obviously.
They're one of the favorite parts of the entire frenzy.
Absolutely.
Now, aside from this here recap show we got going on, we also have a live game that we bring you every Friday night. We call it Friday Night Rivals.
The first installment, Christ School hosting Ambassador Christian.
Yeah, first game for the Greenies under new head coach Clint Alexander. It's scoreless in the second quarter. Greenies at the 5. Jackson Tolbert looking left. Look right, look right, look right.
There we go.
Okay.
That's a lot of green.
Strolls into the vacant space for the 7-0 lead. Right before halftime, the Lions are going to find themselves at the goal line. Weston Michalak floats right, then goes across his body to Troy Alderfer. That's the first touchdown in Ambassador Christian history to tie it up. Same score, Q3, as my friend Marvin would say, but Lions threatening again. Travis Barton Jr. on the bubble screen, hauls it in, scurries the rest of the way, putting Ambassador Christian up a touchdown. Now, about 90 seconds later, they've got the ball back. Michalak and company back at work, and this time he's going to find Barton Jr. for a much longer score as he leaks behind the defense and is gone.
Out of there.
Now, before the quarter break, the Greenies still fighting, but now they're down 28-7. Tolbert is going to put it on a dime, rolling to his right to Isaac Schultz for the TD connection, but that's it for both sides. Ambassador Christian picks up its first win ever, 28-16.
Our depth won this game for us tonight, okay? We got a lot of good players in this program, a lot of good players on this team, and our depth, when those frontline guys came out, those next guys came in, and we didn't skip a beat. And guess what, America? It's our first varsity game, and the Lions are 1-0, baby!
I love the spirit. So, Chris, see, what had happened was Asheville School wasn't playing around tonight. It's 35-0 when I make it over, starting the second half. I was told it was 28-0 after the first, a running clock in the second. Hayesville trying to get back home. So it's a mix of ones and twos for the Blues. They're feeling golden, though, but they're still playing tough. Not usually the twos and even threes get PT this early. Asheville School didn't have an offensive possession in the third quarter, fourth quarter here. But when they get to it in the fourth, they find the end zone. Arjun thinned with the effort, 41-0 Blues. ACA at Providence Academy, ooh, some zeros, too many zeros. Providence Academy showed up, Thomas Jefferson Classical showed up, and Madison over Andrews 26. A lot of skunks there, but it is what it is.
Purple plumes of smoke in Bakersville can only mean one thing, the return of Mountaineer football. Mitchell hosting Charlotte Latin, first quarter action. Mitchell's Owen Riddle airs it out to Deshaun Orr. He gets the home team into the red zone, and a few plays later on 4th and goal, Kai Pittman takes it in himself. Mitchell takes a 7-0 lead early. Second quarter now, big number 0, Dejon Douglas. How big? That big. That is a man out there. He gets the handoff for the Hawks, breaks a tackle, stiff arms his way through another. Looks like Derrick Henry out there. That's going to tie it up at 7 apiece. The visitors would end up rolling big over Mitchell, 48-13. The Jared Pope era underway for Mountain Heritage as they welcome in Pisgah for their opener. Just before halftime, the Cougars up 29-13. Braden Deaton connects with Irvine Rodriguez. That's going to give them a 35-13 advantage at the intermission. In the third quarter, Bears trying to get something going. Matthew Mahaffey in at quarterback. His pass is going to be picked off. Cole McGee, nice sliding interception there. A few plays later, Deaton calls his own number, and he is going to go all the way. 41-13 there. Mountain Heritage rolls 48-19. How about a county rivalry? East Henderson hosting Hendersonville, 0-0 first quarter. East punting to his Hendersonville. Amir Albany is going to catch it for the Bearcats.
That's a high punt.
It is, and unfortunately, nobody's going to catch Albany because he's going to take it all the way to his house, and that's going to be 6-0 Extra point, no good. Now, once again, East punting to Hendersonville. Once again, Amir Albany catching it. Once again, Amir Albany.
I get it.
Spins, comes back across the field.
It's a lot of grabs.
And he is going to borderline jog. He's got to be tired, but another touchdown, 12-0, extra point, no good again. Still in the first quarter, Bearcats actually playing offense now. Jerron Ward finds Gianni Thompson. He follows his blocker, makes a guy miss, and then he's into the end zone to make it 20-0. A lot more where that came from. Bearcats crew 68-0.
All right, Murphy and Franklin. A treat for Franklin in a way, having Western Carolina's E.J. Whitmire as a part-time home field for this fall. Cool for both of these deep Western North Carolina teams. 9-7, Panthers over Bulldogs well into the third. It's old school football we're playing when Addix Sutton forces his will from the 2 to take the lead. 16-7 home team. Murphy feeling like, nah, we ain't done. It's the fourth quarter, but they still trail 16-14. Good defense keeps the score tight with Murphy. 22 unanswered points for the Bulldogs. They take it 29-16.
Now, we had a little scoreboard snafu in the first segment. The scoreboard we were supposed to have there didn't show up. So I want to update you on those scores. We had North Buncombe falling to Cherokee 20-7. That was at Ray Kinsland Memorial Stadium. McDowell scored 14 unanswered to come back against RS Central for a 24-21 win. That's Darryl Clark's first win, the former Asheville High assistant. Congrats to Darryl Clark there. And John Faircloth starts off this season with the Owen Warhorses 35-0 over Rosman. The Tigers had beaten them twice in a row. That was a matchup of two of my favorite coaches in Western North Carolina. And we got a lot of really good games next week. Our game of the week is going to be West Irwin and Mountain Heritage. FNR is going to be West Henderson and Hendersonville.
It's a lot on his mind.
Yeah. So how about this? 7 days from now, meet us here, same time, same channel, and we'll do this all again. Thanks for joining us tonight. You can always check us out on WLOS.com. That's where you can find all of tonight's final scores in case you missed